All right, we've covered that. Let's switch gears and hit the next story. Putin just ordered his government agency, Defense Ministry, Foreign Ministry, Intelligence, to draft proposals for resuming nuclear weapon tests. Not just talk, we're talking full on feasibility studies, Arctic test sites, logistics, planning, all of it. This comes after when President Trump stirred the pot on nuclear testing, and now Russia is making it clear if the US tests, they are ready to respond. Top Russian officials are pushing for immediate preps, citing US nuclear modernization as a threat. Here's the thing: President Putin hasn't detonated nukes yet. This is planning, studying, and signaling strength. But the world should take notice. Nuclear power is back in play, and the global stakes just went up. Analysts say this could trigger a new arms race. One country tests, another responds, and that's how the escalation happens. Putin is smart. He's using Trump's ambiguity to make this about parity. He's essentially saying if you restart testing, we'll do the same. That's the power play. And the clock is ticking because preparing for tests isn't instant, it takes months, even years. So here's the bottom line: the US needs to clarify its clear stance because right now, Russia is reading the tea leaves and making bold moves. And in today's world, nuclear normalization isn't some distant Cold War story. It's a real risk we're facing this week. And I did look into this matter. Here is the proof of what Trump actually said. On October the 29th, 2025, Trump posted on Truth Social. Before we begin, here is some FYI for you. Truth Social is a social media platform launched by current US President Donald Trump in 2022. It was created as a space for his supporters to post content, share opinions, and communicate directly, especially after he was banned from the mainstream platforms like Twitter and Facebook following January the 6th, 2021's event. Let's move on to what Trump said. Because of other countries' testing programs, I have instructed the Department of War to start testing our nuclear weapons on an equal basis. That process will begin immediately. He specifically referenced Russia and China as a justification for restarting testing. Accordingly to AP Energy Secretary Chris Wright, the new test will not include nuclear explosion. There will be non critical system tests, not mushroom cloud detonations. Experts are calling his announcement vague. It's unclear whether he means full blown nuclear warhead tests or just testing delivery systems. It's not just the pundits. Nuclear experts like Hans Christensen say Trump post is unclear, all over the map, and possibly factually wrong about the US arsenal. So yeah, he said it. Trump told the Pentagon to immediately restart nuclear weapon testing, saying he wants to match Russia and China. But here's the real drop. Accordingly to the Energy Secretary, this isn't nukes popping off. He's talking system tests, not detonation. Still a big deal. Experts are calling him out. He's vague as hell. Does he mean real nukes or just missile systems? Some say he doesn't even know. Either way, the message is loud. Trump is sending a signal, and this isn't just flexing, it's dangerous. This isn't progressive thinking at all, actually. This is us playing with fire. Now, here's my take, guys. Trump's got to stop doing that shit. Look, threatening nukes only works when the strong meets the strong. But this isn't that scenario. We're talking about crazy, meaning quiet crazy. Frank Lucas said it best: the loudest one in the room is usually the weakest. I'm not saying Trump is weak, but Putin? That man chooses his words carefully. That guy is quiet, always thinking, and you never know what is in his head until he speaks. And if you think for 1 second that man is scared to nuke countries into oblivion, you are dead ass wrong. Remember, the world has a history of agreement not to use nuclear weapons in war. After World War II and the nuclear bombings of Hiroshima, countries came together to sign treaties and pacts. The goal? Avoid repeating the horrors of the past. That's why today, nations have rules against nuclear warfare. So, what the fuck do you think Trump is sending with his comments about nuclear testing? He's basically saying, forget about the peace agreement. Like, all the work to prevent nuclear war doesn't matter anymore. The past paid these pacts so the world could survive without repeating the same mistakes. And right now, feels like we're heading backwards, not forward. This is not progressive thinking. This is just our own idiocy. But hey, let's move on.